Hello, dear friend. This is Moscow Hawk speaking. So now it's the 344th day of warfare. Soon it will be a year of the Russian invasion into Ukraine. Still fierce fightings are taking place there, and for last week, no dramatic changes were there. The main front line of the theater is in eastern Ukraine, in Donetsk region. There are fierce fighting going on in Bakhmut, in Artyomovsk. Different names, the Russian and the Ukrainian name. The Wagner private military company and the Russian special forces, paratroopers and so on, they several days ago they claimed to have encircled Artyomovsk or Bakhmut, but no, we have no solid confirmation of that information, so there seems to be still fierce fighting there. We will take also into consideration the mood of the Russians, because now it's a big rise of nationalism and patriotism, as they claim in Russia. Now there are 80 years since the victory in Stalingrad. So Putin went to Volgograd, which they renamed Stalingrad in this day. When General Field Marshal Friedrich von Paulus surrendered to Chukov in Stalingrad. So we will also have a listen to Mr. Lavrov, what they said about this situation and the latest development. But of course, the case of cases, and the main thing now is the plan of the West to send tanks to Ukraine. And the Russian, they claim this is just a proof that the collective West, they claim NATO countries, the 30 countries of NATO, some other countries are waging a war on the Russian Federation. So let's take firstly look at the development on the warfare. So firstly we will see it in Russian, then we will transfer into English map.
В Купянском участке обстановка существенных изменений не претерпела. Диверсионно-разведывательные группы обеих сторон отслеживают перемещение противника. Из-за участившихся вылазок российских военнослужащих украинское командование стянуло на рубеж Гряниково-Синьковка дополнительные силы.
So these maps, they come from Rebar. They have the copyright, So this is Bakhmut, which Russian call Artyomovsk, and we have the Ukrainian forces here. Fierce fighting inside the city. Artillery duels are continuing, and the Wagner private military company of Yevgeny Prigozhin, a friend of Putin, they claim, or his cook, former cook, someone was in jail or something like that. Anyway, they are here coming from the east. So this is the theater as for today. No changes. Kherson still here. They are going to assault it more or less likely in one of next days. But the front line is here. No changes left, right, east, west, So this is of course Dnieper, the big river which is dividing east and west Ukraine. So briefly, this is the situation now on the front, so to say. No dramatic changes. So Putin went to Stalingrad, to Volgograd, and he was very emotional there, and claimed that the West is fighting against the Russian people, even trying to destroy Russia as it is today, the independent Russian Federation. And he said that they are sending Leopard tanks with black crosses. Of course, this is in order to play on the emotional feelings of the Russian people, because the Soviets, they lost 27 million, mostly civilians, in the Second World War. He was quite emotional, of course, and he's not hiding the fact that it is a war going on and the escalation is increasing. And I am very pessimistic. My own view, I have been monitoring and looking at this situation for many, many years anyway. So let's take a look how Putin acted and this Stalingrad episode.
Главный праздник для жителей великого города, выстоявшего и победившего в Великой битве, по площади павших борцов снова идет танк Т-34. День 80-летия разгрома немецких войск на Волге Владимир Путин возлагает венок к вечному огню, горящему в зале воинской славы в память о сотнях тысяч героев.
На борту которых кресты.
Путин предупреждает Запад.
У нас есть чем ответить. И применением бронетехники дело закончится.
Большие мероприятия в Волгограде. И когда-то вспоминают в Германии министра обороны, который лично залез в Леопард.
So Putin, he said that because of they are sending Leopards to Ukraine, Russians will answer. The Russians are not going to send tanks to the NATO borders, he claims, but Russia will answer in a quite harsh, quite hard, and in a way nobody suspects, you know. So he's threatening a surprise maybe in the warfare. Somebody wants to understand he is talking about nukes, nuclear armament, and nuclear missiles. We hope not, of course.
Всего это будет делаться совместно с расчетами боевыми. Видимо, их будут на время отпускать в отпуск из армии и оформлять наемниками.
Это уже даже не гибридная война.
Всего это будет делаться совместно с расчетами боевыми. Видимо, их будут на время отпускать в отпуск из армии и оформлять наемниками.
Это уже даже не гибридная война.
Всего это будет делаться совместно с расчетами боевыми. Видимо, их будут на время отпускать в отпуск из армии и оформлять наемниками.
Это уже даже не гибридная война.
So, in the end of this report of mine, we will take a look at Sergei Lavrov. He is diplomat number one in Russia. He's regarded as very, very professional, very elegant man. Sergei Viktorovich Lavrov, his mother, Galina Borisovna Lavrova, she is in high age now. She was a very good friend of the Republic of Iceland, and she has an Icelandic sweater, which she likes very much. Unfortunately, the relations of the Republic of Iceland and the Russian Federation is a very bad relations now. But Lavrov, he claims, let's take a look at him, at Lavrov for a short while.
Видимо, их будут на время отпускать в отпуск из армии и оформлять наемниками.
So Lavrov claims that the main thesis of his is that Russia is standing against the collective West. In this field, he talks about these misfortuned efforts of NATO, of Washington, to mobilize South Korea and Japan, because Jens Stoltenberg went there, and Olaf Scholz, on behalf of the Federative Republic of Germany, went to Brasilia and Buenos Aires to talk to Lula da Silva and Alberto Fernandez, in order to mobilize Brazil and Argentina against Russia. Those missions failed, and he says that the collective West, as he puts it, is and was for a long time waging a war against the Russian Federation. He claims that the era of Western, well, in particular American domination is over. And Lavrov also says that it is only victory for the Russian Federation. So we will anyway see how this is going to develop and happen, but we hope the best. Thank you and all the best for you.